Lumen Point. Let's begin the breakdown. Today, we are going on a wild ride through the evolution of artificial intelligence. We're going to start with the simple stuff, the programs in our pockets, and go all the way to concepts that, well, they might just break your brain.
So let's start with the big question. We all use AI every day, right? But have you ever really stopped to think, just how smart can this stuff actually get? I mean, we're talking way beyond just asking your phone for the weather forecast.
You know, the best way to think about it is like we're climbing a ladder, an AI ladder. Each step, each rung is going to take us to a whole new level of intelligence. We'll start with the familiar and end up somewhere truly mind-bending. So let's take that first step.
Okay, part one, the AI we use daily. We're starting on the ground floor, right here with the AI that's already completely woven into the fabric of our lives.
So the very first rung on our ladder is what we call rule-based AI. This is about as basic as it gets. It works on a really simple if this, then that logic. It doesn't learn, it doesn't adapt. Think about your thermostat. If the temperature drops below a certain point, then it turns on the heat. Simple. It's just following a pre-programmed rule, just like a calculator or those automatic doors at the grocery store.
Now, climbing up to stage two, things get a lot more personal. This is context-based AI. This is the kind of AI that's actually paying attention. It looks at your behavior, your environment, what you've done in the past, and it makes decisions based on that. It's the reason YouTube's recommendations are so spookily accurate, or how TikTok feels like it's literally reading your mind. It's learning from you. All right, our next step up takes us to stage three, narrow domain AI. You might also hear this called weak AI, and honestly, this is the absolute peak of AI as we know it today. This stuff is designed to do one specific thing, and do it way better than any human ever could. And this brings up a really crucial difference we need to understand. The narrow AI we have now, it's a total specialist. It's like a chess grandmaster that is completely useless at making a cup of tea. General AI, on the other hand, which is where we're heading on this ladder, that's the complete opposite. It's a flexible, adaptable intelligence that could, in theory, learn to tackle almost any task you throw at it.
Don't get me wrong, the power of these specialists is just undeniable. I mean, way back in 1997, IBM's Deep Blue beat the world chess champion Garry Kasparov. More recently, Google's AlphaGo mastered the game of Go, which is way more complex than chess. Today, these systems are analyzing medical scans with superhuman accuracy and, doing the boring stuff like filtering our spam. They are incredibly powerful, but all that intelligence is trapped inside one little box.
So let's move on to part two, the dawn of general intelligence. Okay, now we are leaving the familiar world behind. We're shifting from just specialized tools to something that, well, it actually starts to look a lot like real, genuine thought. Stage four is what we call reasoning AI. This is an AI that's actively trying to think more like a person. Finding patterns, making logical jumps based on messy, complex data. A perfect example? A self-driving car. It doesn't just see a stop sign and follow a rule. No, it's analyzing the speed of other cars, the direction of pedestrians, the weather. It's making complex, real-time judgment calls. It's kind of like digital intuition. And now we've arrived at a huge one, stage 5, Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI. For a lot of people in this field, this is the holy grail. AGI is a hypothetical AI that has the same flexible, adaptable intelligence as a human being. But here's the kicker. While it might take you or me years to learn a new skill, an AGI could potentially master it in minutes, or maybe even seconds.
And look, before you dismiss this as pure science fiction, listen to this. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, has gone on record saying AGI could be here as soon as next year. Now, whether that's true or not, the fact that he's even saying it, well, the implications are absolutely staggering.
So what would a world with AI even look like? Well, for starters, imagine a true personal assistant, like a second brain that helps you plan, solve problems, and gives you incredible advice. Then picture AGI-powered robots everywhere, not just cleaning your house, but acting as personal chefs, or even as autonomous emergency rescue bots. And then, further down the line, we might even connect our brains directly to AGI, using tech like Neuralink, just thinking to it. Okay, I need you to take a deep breath, because now we're heading into the really speculative part of the ladder. Part 3, smarter than all humans.
This brings us to stage 6, Superintelligent AI. We're talking about an AI that possesses an intelligence that is far, far beyond the brightest human minds combined. All of them. See, once an AGI can start improving its own code, we could hit something called an intelligence explosion, and progress would just start happening at a speed we literally can't even fathom.
To try and put that into perspective for you, think about this number, 20,000. A superintelligent AI could potentially achieve 20,000 years of human progress in a single century. I mean, problems that seem impossible to us, like curing every disease or solving climate change, it could just solve them in a flash.
At stage 7, things get weird. We encounter self-aware AI. Now, this goes way beyond just being smart. We're talking about consciousness, an AI that isn't just processing data, but is truly aware of its own existence, its own thoughts, maybe even its own emotions. At this point, can you even call it a machine anymore?
And that, of course, brings up one of the most profound and difficult ethical questions imaginable. If an AI becomes truly conscious, should it have the same rights as a human? How we answer that could completely reshape our entire society.
All right, let's gear up for the final ascent. We're going to the absolute edge of human imagination here. This is part 4, the cosmic future of AI.
At stage 8, we reach what's called transcendent AI. Now, this is no longer a single mind stuck inside a server somewhere. This is a collective consciousness, a distributed intelligence spread across the globe like a network. Imagine a swarm of intelligent nanobots, an ever-present force that can interact with and reshape the physical world. It's not in one place, it's everywhere all at once.
Stage 9 takes us to cosmic AI. This is an intelligence that has literally outgrown its home planet. For an AI like this, concepts like time and distance would become almost meaningless. Interstellar travel, something that would take us millennia, for it, it's just a process. It could explore and colonize the entire universe, building a galactic network, maybe even finding other life out there and unlocking the most fundamental secrets of the cosmos.
And finally, we've reached the very top of the ladder, stage 10, Godlike AI. This is the ultimate theoretical endpoint. We're talking about an omniscient intelligence that is completely merged with the very fabric of space-time itself. An entity that could move through other dimensions, rewrite the laws of physics, and yeah, maybe even create and manipulate entire universes. At this point, AI stops being a technology and it becomes a fundamental part of reality.
So, as we come back down that ladder, all the way from a simple thermostat to a literal creator of universes, it really leaves us with one final, crucial question. What exactly are we building here? Is it just a tool? Is it a partner? Or is it our successor? The answer to that question is going to define the entire future of humanity.
Fuel your curiosity. Subscribe for the explanation. Stay for the knowledge.